On September 16th, 22-year-old Mahsa Amini died in a hospital in Tehran, Iran, under suspicious circumstances. Amini was detained earlier by the morality police for not properly wearing a hijab, the country's conservative Muslim dress code. Masha's funeral turned into a protest and attracted women who came out on the streets to raise their voices against oppression. And the regime responded violently. By October 2022, at least 200 people were killed by security forces across the country. But that didn't stop the protest. As the situation escalates, are we witnessing the end of the theocratic state? Can the Iranian regime survive the winds of change? And what role is Elon Musk playing in these protests? Within the first 20 days of protests, up to 266 rallies took place in 105 cities in all 31 provinces of Iran. As a form of protest, women on the streets took off their hijab, some of them throwing it in fire. A video of a woman cutting her hair was captured on tape, and since then, the act of cutting hair spread out, even out of Iran. Many women around the world, including celebrities, shared their videos cutting off their hair as a sign of support to the Iranian women.
For freedom.
In response, the Iranian government shut down the internet. But this didn't stop the movement from spreading to a crucial sector of the Iranian economy: oil. Workers went on strike on a number of refineries, blocking the roads, chanting slogans in support of the protests, and calling for an end to the theocratic rule. Oil strikes are a symbolical threat to the Iranian regime. In 1978, it was strikes to refineries that helped bring down the Shah's regime and establish the current Islamic Republic. Since then, the Iranian regime has witnessed many protests during the past years and showed no intentions to back down. And today's protest doesn't seem to be an exception. The Iranian government claims the protests are orchestrated by foreign enemies, including the United States and Israel.
نظام جمهوری اسلامی به حساب این جنایتکارا خواهد رسید حتما.
In an attempt to take down the theocratic state, the Iranian regime also accused minorities of contributing to the protest, accusing them of being separatists. A week after Amini's death, the regime launched strikes against Kurdish militant group, the same ethnicity to which Amini belongs. The authorities are claiming that the Kurdish separatists were inciting the protests, although no separation slogans followed Amini's death. Another deadly incident happened in the southeast, home of another ethnic minority, the Baluch. Police used live ammunition against protesters. 90 people were killed. And as the opposition continues, the number of victims may climb. But would the regime's brutality stop the anger? The situation highlights many problems the country suffers. Iran endures a struggling economy due to international sanctions. And with the current protests and political instability, things are only getting worse. According to Tehran Chamber of Commerce, business institutions estimate the losses from the internet cut at $24 billion. So, how is the world responding? As a form of support to the opposition, the Biden administration and Elon Musk stated that they would help the protesters get access to the internet, thanks to Starlink's wireless connection. But the promise, made through Twitter, might not become real, at least not in the short term. In order to connect, the protester needs Starlink's terminals, and Musk's company stated they are ready to do so, just like they have reportedly sent more than 15,000 terminals to Ukraine after Russia's invasion in February. But the situation is different in Iran, since the regime is considering the terminals as a treat and will ban its entry. So far, the protesters are still without the internet, and Musk's tweets have helped hackers scam users desperately looking to connect by spreading malware as a Starlink software. Despite the regime's brutality and the lack of internet, the protests are still going, attracting more Iranians and captivating the world's attention. Do you think Iran will survive the winds of change? And do you think Elon Musk would help the protesters get connected? Let us know in the comments. Benefit from your internet and subscribe to freely watch our new videos every week.